Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another live episode of Coach Connect Who of the Hour. We are now on our month 5, and this is episode 19. Coach Connect Who of the Hour is brought to you by the Life Coach Philippines. This is our community of professional life coaches certified by the Global Institute for Coaches and Entrepreneur. Our institute is based in Dallas, Texas, USA, and we are now a bona fide institute for mental health. And so, as an extension to our ongoing life coach certification program, we are now offering mental health certifications for people who wants to embark on a journey of becoming a mental health life coach, or a life coach specifically focused on mental health and welfare. And so this coming December 5, 6, and 12, we are doing our first virtual pilot run. And so if you are interested to join and be part of this pilot run, just get in touch with Coach Rizal, 0917-586-1661. My guest for tonight, the Who of the Hour for this Monday, November 9, 2020. We are now on the last or the 11th month, okay, second month to the last month, okay, 2 months, okay, so less than 60 days before we end the year 2020. And Who of the Hour for tonight is a very, very special person. She's actually, you can see her on the screen right now. She is coming from the maritime industry, specifically MARINA, okay, Maritime Industry Authority, and we are so proud of her. She is one of the 3 chairs, okay, of the Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation. So she is holding one of the group, and the group, okay, she's so excited. I'm sure she could really be able to share with us some of this. She is chairing, okay, she's the chair of the Seafarers Better Welfare. For those of you who's not familiar, okay, APEC, or Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, is a conglomerate or a corporations of 21 countries. Also, our guest for tonight, okay, is the chairperson of one of the 3 groups. Okay, and specifically, she is into the Seafarers Better Welfare. And she would say this is a serendipity. Okay, she's been into education. She's been in the public service for quite some time. And maybe being a chair, okay, in this zone or cooperation, what she wanted is really to be in the education, but God have a better plans for her. Okay, and part, I believe, of her journey to transformation is her opportunity right now to be chairing this specific group that is really focused on mental health. You know, a couple of days before this, we've been talking about her effort, her promotion, her advocacy about mental health, but not a lot of people knows that this is her advocacy. Okay, when she came into the institute, many people will look at her, she's a mountaineering, okay, she would go hiking, she will be on the seafarer, but not a lot of people knows that really this woman is in the mental health advocacy. So, but tonight, okay, we're gonna shift a bit, because more than her advocacy, I believe it's important for us to see the why. Okay, and she's actually nervous. Okay, so let's give her an opportunity to breathe in, breathe out. Every one of you joining us for tonight, give her a big shout out on the screen. Give her some labam boom in there. Okay, and she was quoting Coach Kay Sabala. Hello, Coach Kay Sabala, if you're in here. Coach Kay Sabala said that if you are feeling distance, okay, kinakabahan, okay, is because what she will be sharing with us tonight is something that is of very much importance to her. Okay, so Coach Presca, we will be talking about her journey of transformation. And I know that, we are now a tribe of 296 change agents. And over and over, you would hear from us. We talk about transformations. We talk about change. We talk about our journey. But tonight, on this specific episode of Coach Connect, we will dive in, okay, with the help of Coach Pesca, ano po ba talaga yung ibig sabihin ng transformation. And of course, when we talk about transformation, we talk about the past, the present, and the future. Okay, so we can fill the gap. What's the gap in there that's being filled, okay, by her profession? Who of the hour, we want to check what's happening with our life coach, how is life coaching helping her, and what is the outcome or the future. And definitely, when you talk about transformation, that is the perfect picture of our endeavor to check on our fellow change agents. So for tonight, help me welcome everyone on the screen, everyone on the digital space. Help me welcome no other than Coach Presca Lugo. Coach Presca, good
Thank
evening.
you.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Master Coach A. Thank you very much for bringing me in. It is true that I am really so nervous, and I am really wondering why I am feeling such when speaking in front of people, or is something that I have been doing for quite some time. It's not foreign to me, and I love people listening to me. But then this time it's so different. So
Yeah.
uh, the reason why I decided to finally join and be part of this Who of the R is it's over a year already since I
Yes.
had my certification. I received my certificate. I just went up and checked on my certificate, and it says it had been issued May 18, 2019. So that's
19. Over a year.
over a year. And so I would want to share to you, to my fellow life coaches, and to the whole world, what happened after the certification. So
Yeah.
was it
The
only
journey.
the certificate? Yes, but then I said a lot had happened already, and
Mm-hmm.
indeed, it would really be a great thing as as a certified life coach to share this journey. In fact, this morning, uh, Coach Rizel texted me, and among the things that she asked was, "What's my compelling reason why I said yes to this interview?"
Mm-hmm.
And it was very quick. I gave her a very quick answer without thinking. I said,
What was the answer? What's your answer, Coach Presca?
yes, I said, without thinking, I said, I need to take the first step
Yeah.
for me to transition to the next season of my life.
My life. Yeah.
Yeah, because, when the first time I came to the cup, I would say I was a broken person. And even my facial expression, the way while I smile I laugh, but those can tell would know that I was broken then. So I said, I have to share this journey because it was a very difficult process, but in the end I can claim now that I am much better, if not
Yeah.
better than good, or better
Okay.
than best, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, why not? Why not share the life journey that I have, particularly the transformation that had happened between the time when I had my certification in the now.
Yeah.
So here I am.
Let's get started, Coach Fresca. Okay, so Coach, thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for being honest and sharing to the people that when you came to DCAP, you were broken. Okay? And beyond, okay? So sabi mo nga no, hindi ko na ma-recognize. I don't know where I am, Coach. I could remember when you attended one of my talks, right? You attended Life Coaching 101 and then you joined one of my talks and you said, Coach, I can't understand. Like, I don't even know now. What is it? When I ask you, how are you? Right? You remember that night. Now, for those of you joining in, hopping in, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Thank you so much for supporting Coach Presca. Normally, we don't read your comments. We allow our guests to read your comments right after the conversation. We want to limit the conversation with 1 hour, so we honor your space, your time in the digital space. But rest assured that right after the show, okay, the guests would definitely they would come and message you back, okay, to acknowledge all your messages. So do me a favor, okay, let's show some love and support to Coach Presca. Keep your message coming in, and if you are connecting with her message, like brush in, okay, not just brush in and say I can connect, like put some content in that, put some context in that, and really tell her what particular words that she will be sharing with us right now that you are able to connect, okay, because um you know, it took her more than a year to speak. Oh, which is really true. If you get to see Coach Presca coming back to DCAP, she would rather, you know, she would on the one side not talking, or if she starts speaking, she would be giving you the beautiful laugh, okay, but not her heart, okay, because she was not ready, okay. So this tonight is like this is actually Coach Presca a breakthrough, I would say, like more than a year. I would really count right after the certification. This is what I consider your biggest breakthrough by far. Like you coming in front right now, okay, you are used that definitely you're talking to, you know, multitudes. Sanay na sanay ka na sa big stage, eh, di ba?
Yes,
Iba to
yes,
dahil buhay
yes,
natin to. Okay.
yes,
So,
yes.
Coach Presca, when you talk about brokenness, because here's the thing, for those of you watching on a replay, and she talks about DCAP. DCAP Coffee Republic is our coaching hub. Yes, it's a coffee shop. Yes, there's food. Yes, there's coffee. But we offer more than the food, the coffee. Okay? We are a place of refuge. We are a place of healing. We are a coaching hub where you will be attended to. You will be not just entertain. I would like to say entertain. Yan talaga naman po dahil you know, they entertain you. Our fellow coaches in the hub would really entertain you. So we have a stage, we have everything in there. But more than that, it's you being accepted. And that's the beginning. That's the beginning. And you know what? Many of the coaches that would come to DCAP, after a while, after they go through the healing process, it would always take time for them to come back. Because DCAP would always be a picture of healing, a place of
Yes,
comfort. And for many, it's like coming in to your hospital. And many are in denial, Coach Presca.
yes,
But you know, they are, yeah, we know that. It's like you coming back and say, I don't want to go back to the hospital. I don't want to go back to the place that I was broken. But you
yes,
know what? If you are already healed, one of the best thing, that beautiful thing that you can do is go back to the house, go back to the place, and become the channel of healing for other people.
yes,
Because there are other people that also needs healing. And that is what Coach Presca is doing right now, virtually. Okay, but Coach Presca is coming into the cup physically. So if you want to catch up with this woman, okay, just message her, you know, have a conversation with her. I can see Coach Lean, she's here. Okay, she's from Bashwan, Coach Maureen. These are the people who normally you get to see at DCAP. Ito yung mga bumabalik sa bahay who are also now helping people to get healed. Okay? So, hindi po lahat ng nasa DCAP Coffee Republic ay may sakit pa rin. O ibig sabihin nun, broken-hearted pa din. Marami po bumabalik sa DCAP Coffee Republic is because now we can be the channel of healing. So, Coach, that moment, if you could remember that season of your life that you were broken, talk to me about, to share with us, share with them. What's
yes.
the picture of brokenness? Ano yung
Um,
itsura na yun?
Brokenness is not just something that it's what you feel.
Yeah.
It's rather it is a manifestation of how you live your life. Um, the thing is, there was a particular period or season of my life where a lot of not so nice things seems to just had happened all at the same time.
One after another.
Yes, like it's almost all at the same time, like with a click of a finger. When I thought all the while that things are okay, and then one not so nice things happen, and then another one, and then another one, and it ended with my, and then last April of 2018, my father died. Like, God, what is happening? I said, what is happening? And not only that, um, even at work, there was this time also that after my father died, uh, something happened also at workplace. You know what I
Yeah.
have done when I've lost the people I love so much? What I did was to bury myself in work. I didn't process the grief that I was going through. All
Yeah.
I know, I am grieving, but well, I am grieving. I've lost something. I've lost someone. And then comes the final drop came when something happened at work. And so I said, why am I here? What is happening in my life?
Yeah.
Uh, I have nowhere to hide. I have nowhere
That's
to
it.
hide. So
Nowhere. No more.
no more, like, because you've lost something, you've lost the person you love most, and so you
Yeah.
have your job, but then suddenly what's happening in the workplace, and so I said, where will I go? Because even my relationship with my family is not so nice anymore, because I was
Yeah.
going through a lot. People don't understand what I was going through, and so I said, what is happening with me? I so that's the first. That's why I went back trekking, doing mountain climbing and all,
Yeah.
um, engaging outdoors, etc. But then something is really missing. Like, I just want to sleep, and when I wake up, I'm so tired, and so I just want to sleep again. And as that serendipity thing, and then I received a message from Coach Cora. She was my
Mhm.
classmate at the graduate school in Tacloban City. And then she said, Presca, it seems that someone just whispered your name to me. This is for you. She was talking about life coaching because she just get her certificate.
Certified. Yeah.
Yes, yes, that moment. And then she said, I just someone, I hope she's listening now, and someone whispered your name. Actually, because my reaction was, thank you for remembering me. And then she was so honest and telling me, no, I was not remembering you. I was not even thinking about you. Like, your name just um, pop up to my head. And so she
Yeah.
sent me a message, and then she connected me with Coach Rizel.
Rizal.
Yes, but I did not take any action immediately. I
Yeah.
did not. I did not,
Yeah.
because the denial thing. In fact, my good friend, Attorney Joy, was telling me, you need help. My response, Master Coach. I said, I know something is wrong. That that I know better.
Oo.
We have
Yes,
that.
I know better.
I know better, kasi nga I am a teacher. I do training and all. Personal effectiveness is one of the things that I do. So I know, and said, but you need help.
Yeah.
Still, I did not visit. I did not visit DCAP. What I had done was to visit a clinical psychologist. I allowed myself to be examined. I was given a battery of tests, and then and when I received the results, she said, "There's nothing wrong with you. The thing is, you are overwhelmed. A lot of things is happening all at the same time. But the thing is," she said, "like I am angry. I am angry with the whole world." Parang the Tagalog word is parang
Galit sa
pinagkakaisa sa
mundo.
sa mundo.
Oo.
So so she said a therapy would be good. But then I said, alam ko na yung sasabihin eh, di ba?
Yeah.
So I was not really happy to go through a clinical therapy. So finally, while I was browsing, like, this is a good group. Like, when I was looking at the DCAP page, like, I think I should go. And so one time, I said, I'll attend first the Life Coaching 101. And that's the beginning of my journey to transformation. The thing is, when you are broken, the first thing you do is deny that you are. And so it would really take some time before you become you'll be healed. So
Yeah.
the first step really is to acknowledge that you need help. But going back to who I was before life coaching, I am one person who always say, I am self-sufficient. I don't need your help.
I'm
I
good.
rather help you, but no, no, no. I can take care of myself, I said. So I am one
Yeah.
person who, to the extent that I please people, because, like, and because of this journey also, Master Coach, I was able to identify the cause why I'm like that. So imagine as far back as my childhood. So the good thing about this journey is you you are not only able to say, okay, I wanna be happy, so I have to do something. I have to own my emotion and what I should do. I have to take care of it. But it's not enough. The thing is when you go back to what happened to you and you acknowledge them and then you say, okay, so you understand yourself better.
Better.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I thought all the while, the thing is, I thought all the while that I have a very high sense of self awareness before life coaching.
But
I didn't know that I didn't know. I don't know myself. I said that
I don't you don't know what you don't know about you. Yeah.
yes, 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 and that is I think what is dangerous. What
Yeah,
is
that's right.
dangerous? We are a danger to our own selves.
Okay.
And that's why I'm very thankful with life coaching because while I have a personal relationship with my God, that too had been affected because of what I had gone through. Like I even questioned God, why are you punishing me? I mean, like I know I
Yeah,
have done something wrong, but why are you punishing me so much? I have nowhere to go.
that's
But then
right.
I realized to that God is a loving God. He is a merciful one. He's not punishing you. He is bringing you to where you should be. Imagine that.
It's a
And
process. Yeah.
yes, yes, and that's why I'm saying that. Like it's really a process. It's really a process that one has to allow himself to go through. So
Yeah.
being broken is something that you need not be ashamed of, but rather you should acknowledge that, and then you transcend over that brokenness, and because of that brokenness, you can claim that you are now a better person, and that you can make a difference in people's lives, and that is therefore something that you can be proud of. So that's how I was before life coaching, Mr. Coach.
Yes, thank you, Coach Presca. To all of you watching, okay, yeah, you can still share, okay, and if you are you share this message of Coach Presca by sharing the link of the video, and if you are just joining us, or those some of people are just joining us, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Thank you for joining. You can definitely watch the replay, but you can tag your friends. We are talking right now about transformation, and we talk about what's the first step. And Coach Presca is very, very courageous to say, accept that you are broken. Sobrang hirap nun. Oftentimes, when you say that you are broken, it means that the world knows it. It's like saying, I am accepting. Okay, I would say, Coach Presca, that acceptance means you are doing a public declaration,
Yes.
not to the world, honestly, but to yourself. Iba kasi yun eh. Yung alam mo na, yung publicly kaya kong sabihin, broken talaga ako. Okay? And how does it look like? We don't know. Honestly, we don't know. That's where we need help. We
Yes.
just know that something is broken, or sometimes we are totally broken. Okay? And how do we fix that is that's where we need help. Now, Coach, balikan natin yung certification class mo. You know, a few days back, I was able to went through the video. Okay, that conversation. Remember that one-on-one that I was
Yes.
able
Yes.
to went through. I got back with that that one-on-one on the chair, the conversation. Balikan natin, Coach. What was in your mind during that day? And hanggang umuwi ka. How was that day? You are one person, like Coach H, right? You've been through a lot of training, you've been through a lot of seminar, you sitting down, you conducting it, you facilitating it. And I remember you told me that. Parang, I couldn't believe, Coach, that I'm sitting here. You told me that. And you said, Coach, ako yung nagfa-facilitate. I couldn't believe I am sitting down here and you will make me to sit down the whole day. And I said, yes, you will. But I will feed you. Okay, so you just relax in there. Okay, just relax. Okay, so you're not gonna be teaching, you're not gonna be talking, I will be talking. So just relax. So what was going on into your head during that day, and until like it was a 2 days, okay, and at the end you landed into the graduation, you were very happy, you were ecstatic on the graduation. But journey with us, allow us to, allow these people watching you right now, Coach Presca, if they never been to the certification program, or maybe they've been in the certification program but they could still not figure out what happened to them on the last the 2 days of their lives. Coach, maybe you can provide some light now. What happened to you?
You know what? Uh, if you can remember, I was so defensive. If
You
you
were,
remember.
I know, yeah, I
And,
know.
and I have the tendency, don't start me, coach. You
Yes,
remember?
yes, you were saying, yeah, you were saying that. I know that, Coach.
I, I can clearly, recall. And then I said, how could this woman talk about my life? You know what? Like, my God, is she's talking about my life, what I am going through, what I am denying.
Yeah.
And the certification really is a turnaround, really. Maraming
Yes.
luha ang tumulo sa akin.
Yep.
Luha ng ano yung like, it's not na nalulungkot ako, but rather it's like I should not have wasted my time burying
Mhm.
myself on things. Rather, I should have
Mhm.
allowed myself to go through the process. However, Coach Rizel would always tell me, because I keep on telling her I should have known this before, but she said, no, coach, things happened at the right time.
Absolutely.
And then she said, you were being prepared before this
This time.
certification. Yes, whatever you had gone through is a preparation of what you are now, of what you will become now, or what you will become after the certification. So at that moment, there really something that I cannot really forget was when you asked me, tell me who is Presca.
That was
That
tough.
that was tough, because
Yeah.
every time I was asked, I was just so proud to say, well, Presca is someone who is passionate about her job. My job is my life. My life is my job. So could you believe that? Like, oh my God. So that's why you would know that when something happened with work, that was really the crashing point of my life. That's why I
Absolutely.
was able to say, I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere else to go.
To
Because
hide.
like my job, like the thing that I do was my security blanket.
Absolutely.
And then when something happened at work, like, I was so crushed. So
Mhm.
that's why when you said, when you asked me that question, I said, so exactly who am I? So I am one person who would do my best to deliver things that is expected of me, or even beyond what is expected of me. That's who I am. That's who I was, I should say.
Yeah.
No
And I
matter
could remember your face. I could remember the face. I could remember the look. This woman. Why are you asking me?
what.
I could remember your look.
Yeah, like, really, you are asking me that? Like, oh my God. Oh my
Of
God.
all the
Like,
questions in the world.
and
That was tough.
I same same question, because I'm a facilitator, personal effectiveness seminar. I
Yeah.
tend, I also ask similar question, but when you are the one being asked of that question, like,
Absolutely.
you are taken aback, and you really have to sit down and really think, yeah, who am I? What I am here for? And so the tendency is to describe what I do, but
Mhm.
doesn't really make me of who I am, because I just describe of what I do, what I love to do. But is that who I am? Not really. Not really.
Not even close.
No, no, no. That's why I said that's one question that I'll never forget. That chair thing really, like, really, Master Coach.
The chair thing. Okay.
That
Yeah.
chair thing really is something.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
really
what we're missing. That's what we're missing on the face-to-face certification class. That experience on the chair. And if there's something that I'm looking forward to have, okay, when the pandemic is over, is to call all the people who never been to the chair thing. Okay, so we can have that conversations on that high chair. Okay, that's
it's
really a
different.
beautiful moment
Really,
for.
it's different. If you think you know you are so composed and everything, no, it's different. Because as I've said, you are asking me who I am. You are asking me about my life. That is something I want to hide. That is something I want to keep secret. I don't want people to know who really I am, because that would therefore make me vulnerable. That word
Agree.
really. So, but on the other hand, I am glad I took the plunge and joined the certification.
Coach Presca, you are one person who is using life coaching to yourself. Like you are a personal growth coach. Like it means that you are the one truly being rewarded with the skill set, with the principle, with the methodology, and all the rest is an overflow. Okay, so there are people who is experiencing that right now, and you are now on the big screen. You are now on the bigger arena, now being part of APEC. Definitely, you are touching more lives. I could remember how the Korean doctor was so much fond of you, and I'm sure you were able to overflow, okay, to the persons, to other people, okay, to other people who's you're meeting across different parts of the globe. Um, but right now, coach, tanungin natin, tingnan natin yung loob. Okay, what is life coaching to you?
Life coaching is something that makes one have his live his life meaningfully. Like it is something that it's a lifestyle. That's why I keep on saying that I may not as active in life coaching per se, like having a client sitting down, but then because I am a certified life coach, I would like to use your word that it is what I do is an overflow. Like it's really had become a lifestyle. It had become me.
Yeah,
Like
that's
I
right.
am watchful even of my thoughts, even of the words that I utter, and even my actions. I am one person. I am a tough person. My daughter would tell you that. My son
Mhm.
would tell you that. My colleagues will tell you that. I do not back down on on
Yeah.
things. But then I as of the moment, or my the way I handle things now is like I am able to say things tough it may be, but I am able to say it these things in a manner that would still be kind. I mean, we say that it's better to be,
Responsibly.
yes, it's better be kind than right, because we're
Yeah.
talking about people's lives.
Yeah.
Because I know
We
how it is to be broken, and I don't want to be part of their brokenness.
I
That's
love that. I love what you said. Because many people would say, hurt people hurt. But in my mind, okay, what our profession is teaching, you can facilitate a process so that you don't hurt other people because you
yes,
know already how it is to be broken.
yeah,
And to all of you watching, you say, it's better, it's easier said than done. Yes, absolutely. It's easier said than done. That's why we need a process. That's why we need
yeah,
a methodology. That's
yeah,
why we need, okay, it's not just the certification, but it's
yeah,
really you imbibing the process, becoming the process, living the process, and practicing the process. Okay,
yeah,
Coach Presca, one of the often asked, no, why get certified? Let's burst the bubbles now.
yeah.
You and Coach H from the same, from the same maritime authority from Marina. Okay, you've been in a different organization, training, conducting the training, attending training, okay? And I would remember Coach A said that he knows how to evaluate courses, right? You know that. So when people ask you, why pay $999 US when I can pay $20 US and I can get my certification. And recently there are people who get certified for 800 pesos.
Mhm.
That's just like, less than $20, right? So if they asked you, how do you defend that? Because I have one coach and say, why do I feel like I always have to defend my choice? Why do I owe it? If that coach is
Mhm.
listening right now, okay, let's hear from Coach Presca. Because I have one, and she felt like, why am I always have to defend my choice? How can I defend? And some people would, having a conversation with Coach Rizal, will ask the same question. My mom would ask me this, my spouse, my friends will tell me, if I just need a certification, I can get it, I can study in the internet. Why spend that money? So, anong sagot doon, Coach?
Master Coach, when I ask how much would it cost me, I really did not react like, ay, ang mahal. No, no, I did not. I said, I know I will get something out of this.
I
So
like that perspective.
yeah, like I said, like I always say, I know I would get my money's worth because when I get the certification,
Mm-hmm.
I know that it's not just about the certificate. You know, it's not about also just be having that credibility because I have the certificate. No, being able or the institute charging that much would mean you are asking of our
Yeah,
certificate. I
that's right.
equate that amount to responsibility and accountability. So I don't need to defend why I would pay that much because I know it is worth it. I know that I am getting my money's worth. And therefore, I being a trainer myself, I know that when you are to pay this much, I know the provider is telling you that, hey, be responsible of this certificate. So,
Wow.
so it's not
That's a
just,
beautiful perspective.
yes, it's not just something I can get off the shelf. I can get it from anywhere, but then would it be worth it? Would it be worth it? When I say would it be worth it, would it serve the purpose as to why I am doing this? As I've said, when I enter into the certification, my main objective only is to see and understand myself at the moment that I was broken. So that
Did you
was
get it?
actually
Did you
that was
get it?
actually my cry for help. Yes, of course, definitely. I said I need to do something. Actually, my sister asked me, Ate, you have a different glow already. She
Yeah.
said that. And then I said, I think I have come to the point that I told myself, I am tired of being sad and depressed and all those things. And I have God given talents and all. And I think I need to humble myself and seek for help. Because definitely I cannot and I won't be able to do this on my own. And that's the beginning of the journey. That's why I really have to go. I have to really to see for myself first. I did not immediately ask I mean about the schedule of the certification and all. No.
Yeah.
In fact, what I was interested with was the learning gaps. I was
Yeah.
interested in the learning gaps. You say I was
Learning.
more on learning because I know I need
Yeah.
help. I need help. And I thank God I made the right decision, coach. I
Okay.
really
So
do
where
that.
are you now? Where are you now in your journey, coach?
I am happy to tell you, coach, that I am now ready to move and transition to the next season of my life. And that is really not just not to keep this what I have learned on my
Your
own.
gift. This gift.
Yes, but share this to the people whom I'll be in contact with, the people in my space. And in fact, as I was telling you that about the Apexen experience,
That
that
was
was
really big.
yes, because
Congratulations.
the thing is, I my specialization is on education and
Education.
training. And during
Yeah.
the election, that's the group that I had applied for. And then I was approached by the organizers and said, why don't I consider and take
The other
the
group.
and then I was thinking, that's not my specialization. What shall I do with this? But then I said I have to give way to our host. So I said, why not? And then after the election and all, I meet already the group, our group,
Yeah.
and I just said, oh my God. We were talking about lives of seafarers and all, and I was able to find myself in that group. This is where I belong.
Yeah. And you're so excited.
Of course, and in fact, Larry, one of the guys in Apex Sane, I don't know if Dr. Choi would be able to listen to this. She said, wow, Presca, you are really working hard on this. Because, that's where my heart is. That's where I can see that if I'll have to practice life coaching, that's where I see where I should be. Like I keep on saying also that because of my passion and of my commitment of
Yeah.
how output oriented I am in work. I said to the extent that you lose yourself.
Yeah.
So I am thinking now of coming up with something like how to remain productive without losing yourself in the process. Because
Absolutely.
because
That's very good.
that's what I have gone through, Master Coach. Like imagine I describe myself as my life is my job is my life.
It's my life. Yeah.
Imagine that. That's my description. But if you were ask me now, uh, what is my life? I'm living my future. That's
Yeah.
that's what I always say now. I am not I am not someone who is young and say I would like to become this and that. But with all things that had happened, good or bad, opportunities and challenges, I would
Mm.
say I am able to draw already the kind of future that I want, and that future is now. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't have much time. I don't have much time. We don't know our time, and so I
Absolutely.
said, for whatever time I have, I will keep myself relevant and help others. This take the journey, a unique journey for themselves, but the same process that I have went through. I am not saying that my life now is perfect. No, it isn't. I still have some issues. However, it is very easy now for me, one, to acknowledge that issue. And then I
Yeah.
process that issue. And
Yes.
therefore, it is easy for me now to reach out to the people whom I have hurt maybe or who had hurt me. So
Yeah.
like it's not anymore that what I'm saying is what's the point? What had happened. There's nothing much I can do about it. But rather and there's nothing much also I can do of the future, right? Because I do not know when it's my time. So I
Yeah.
want my life now to be significant and relevant in the space where I am in, but most
Mhm.
especially with my immediate family and my friends and the people that I work with. And of course, I have this advocacy, the mental health advocacy among seafarers, and I have noted that there are others who have the same advocacy, and I
Advocacy.
would like to extend my hand. I am not afraid to partner with them, but rather I am more than willing to extend my hand and be a partner with them, because I know when we work together, like the good thing about life coaching is that you have support.
Yeah.
You know that someone has your back no matter what, even if
Yeah.
even if we don't talk every day or what, but in moments like you need someone to even just to say
SOS. You have somebody. Yeah.
you have them. That is what is that's why I've said that I'm not okay. I may not be okay at this point, but I will be, and I know I have a family that I can turn to, and that is my life coaching family. And my heart really is overflowing because I said yes. So the
Yeah.
beginning is acknowledging that I need help, and then I said yes to it. If I remain adamant in the, proud and arrogant, alam ko na yan, I know that, I know what to do. I think I will not be where I am now. I
Mm.
am I am on my own.
Coach
I'm living
Presca,
on my own.
Coach
Yes,
Cora just coming in. She's here right now. You may want to
ah,
give you her message right now. Hello, Coach Cora. Thank you for joining us.
thank
She's
you,
here.
Coach. Thank you, Coach Cora. Yes, yes. I said na I don't feel like I'm lonely. Although of course I miss the kids, I miss the people that I wanna be with, but there is
Yeah,
no more that sense of emptiness in my heart. No
that's good.
more, no more. And although I still have one remaining issue, that's why I'm having difficulty. I have to be honest. I'm having difficulty with the emotional rehab because I am evading it. The term used I know is creative avoidance,
Avoidance.
and that is a challenge that I'm trying to
Hashtag
overcome.
creative avoidance. Perfect yan
Yes,
si Coach Presca.
if there is someone who can talk about it, I think I can.
Coach Presca is the name. Okay. Coach Presca, somebody watching right now. Okay. Yes, you have an advocacy on mental health, which, a lot of people have advocacy. But number one, okay, I'd like to dive into your big responsibility, the big shoes that you are now filling in as the chair. Okay. Really looking into the better welfare of our seafarers right now. And specifically when we take a look at it, it's diving into really their mental health. Okay. So you're right in there. So if I am a seafarer right now, I'm a family, okay, with a father, with a relatives who is a seafarer. What can we expect from somebody who's on the chair, who's leading? Imagine 21 countries, and you're there. It's in your hands, honestly. Okay, and there's so much in the lineup, and there's so much hope in the programs. There's so much hope in the mental health and wellness that you were able to lobby. Okay, you've started very strong. Okay, you started very strong. And if I'm watching right now, what can I expect? Like layman's term, what can I expect? Because we know that the maritime industry is also being hit, and seafarers is scoring one of the highest number in terms of suicide, mental health issues, concerns, depression, anxiety, and a lot of families are really worried and concerned when their family member goes on board. Tayo lang eh, 'di ba? When our own change agents, our own coaches gets on board, I myself, I felt that. I would feel that anxiety, that stress feeling, that discomfort. I'm happy, of course. I'm joyful that they're on board. I know that they can be a blessing. But at the back of my mind, I have that. I am one. And I'm not even by blood. I'm not their family. I'm not the first family. Okay. But I can feel that. So if I am watching right now, and yes, okay, it's a big thing. The person who's now chairing APEC for that particular thing, taking care of the welfare, better welfare, what can I expect from you?
First, it is worth saying that we have already laid out the plans, but
Yeah,
plans are plans. What they can
absolutely.
expect, yeah, what they can expect is for us to implement this plan, and that is what we are working on as of the moment. Now, while we have already, actually, we have been talking about this since last year,
Yeah,
and what we can expect, if not this year, next year, is for us to implement this plan. At least, here in the Philippines, maybe what we can do here. And actually, I am proposing that we will have our own chapter here in the Philippines, so that
mm-hmm.
we can start already. I can see that there are several groups in the sector who are also advocating the mental health program. what we can do is to rally and put our acts together. The thing is, it is acknowledged, it is recognized as an issue to be addressed. But the question is, do we have a tangible, unified
Action plan.
action plan for us that we can immediately implement? We don't have yet. So
Absolutely.
at the level of the apex 10, we do have, but at, here in the Philippines, I wonder. I think it's still fragmented. So
It
what they
is.
can expect, yes, what they can expect from me as the chair of that expert group is make us as a model. Let's come up with
I
a
like that.
program that is unified, and everyone, we put our acts together. We involve all those who are advocating this, notwithstanding the group, but rather I keep on saying, uh, we may represent this group and this group, but then we put them together and establish the goal that we want. At the end of the day, we are saying that we want to have qualified competency fairs. However, it should be more than that. This should be seafarers who are able to cope with all the challenges in life, particularly when they are at sea. So
Yeah.
that's what they can expect from me.
That's the outcome they can
Unified
look at.
program.
Two things you said, Coach Presca. Number one is that you can set as the model. Because
Yes.
we know that, 2 years down the line, okay, after the passing of the bill into law on mental health, until right now, we are yet to see a very concrete implementation plan of the mental health law. It has to be down even to the lowest, down to the basic, to our family, to our barangay, to our,
Mhm.
everyone. But yes, 2 years, we have not seen actual that unified, okay, that concrete model that is unified, that we can put all, okay, the players together. So
Yeah.
two things is that having a model, and
Mhm.
that model allows for the unified actions where all the takers, everyone who's an advocate, everyone who can contribute, and everyone who can advance that can partake of that model. It is unfortunate that with the lack, we are really the resources, the providers, okay, the service providers in terms of mental health is really scarce. There's
Yes.
not much. In fact, that's the reason that we are celebrating our right now, all right, the opportunity for us to be able to certify and to train mental health workers. All right. So that one is that what made it huge for our institute, because now we will be able to add to the numbers of the scarce resources, the service provider, right? Because we're lacking that. And
Mhm.
it's unfortunately that many people would still look at it as a competition.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
barely can serve the whole need. Like
Mhm. Mhm.
everyone needs it. And
Mhm.
Coach Presca, I'm one person looking forward to that unified model
Yes.
where everybody can find not their niche, but really where they can practically contribute much. All right?
Yes.
Where
Yes.
they can practically advance and do what they're good at, what they're trained to do. All right?
Yes.
So we've got people who's into, we've got the doctors, we've got our psychiatrists, we've got our therapists, we've got our psychologists, we've got a lot. We even have our community health workers.
Yes.
Many of them are also trained, right? So if
Mhm.
we all put that efforts in the unified model, then we will be able to advance mental health and mental wellness in a greater scale.
Yes.
But leadership is needed, and I'm
Yes.
looking forward to
Exactly.
that, Coach Presca.
Yes. Exactly, Coach. Um, it is really sad to know that when we have resources, we have the talent, but unfortunately, uh, each to his own. So I would want to see that one day soon, one day very soon,
Very soon, very soon.
one day very soon, we can put our acts together at a larger scale, because we know that particularly at this time of disruptions and uncertainties, we cannot bury our heads on the sand and just say, okay, they are okay. So, and in fact, I have proposed that this will be a flagship program in the training institute that we are establishing.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Using
Coach Presca.
using that law, I said it's so sad. We have a lot of
Yes.
laws, but we are not. We're not
We're not
implementing
using it,
them.
yeah.
So you see, we have the legal basis. So why not dive into it? So
Yep.
I think that is the mission that I have to do, and that is the future that I am saying, the future that I am living now. When
That we can
I
expect.
Yes, that you see, uh, that's why uh, matapang ako, coach. Mataray ako, maldita ako. Pero I am amazed na mabait ang aking, like natatawa din ako sa sarili ko. I find myself, there is a time that when I'm on my own, like when I answer a phone or I answer a message, like, oh, I have been nice. Like I was not like that. You know why?
Parang hindi ikaw, no, Coach?
Yes. Pero ako yun. Ako yun.
That's
I
who
would
you
say
are.
na that's who really I am. Deep in my
Absolutely.
heart. Kasi nga, sabi nga sa akin noon, nandita ka pero mabait ka. Sabi ko, parang ano yun, di ba? parang, parang ano yun.
Disconnecting.
Oo. Mabait ka, maldita ka pero mabait ka. So I have found that mabait sa akin na I can be tough but at the same time be kind.
Absolutely.
Because I allow myself to go through the process. Alam ko ang aking core, ang aking inner core. Kaya nagagawa ko na yun. I am
Thank you
able
so
to do
much.
the things. Yes, coach. That's why I always say, look at me. I am a result of life coaching. I am a fruit of life coaching.
You are a product of it. And so you
Yes,
can advance it. Yeah, becoming
yes,
one
yes,
is really the
yes.
best way and the best starting point to advance life coaching. Coach Presca, maraming maraming pong salamat. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for, being a blessing to everyone. Let me just give honor to whom honor is due. I just want to honor Coach Cora right now joining all the way. I met Coach Cora a long time ago. She's one of our coaches from Region 8. And Coach Cora, thank you so much. Sometimes you get certified, you use the skill, you use the profession, you use it for your own, everything that you learn from the certification, you use it for your own, and you refer, you invite some friends, and you feel like I'm not doing as much as other people. But you know what, Coach Cora, you are one great example that one person that you have brought in, that you have invited to be part of the institute, is now creating ripple of big change here in Manila and now going global. Thank you so much, Coach Cora. I just want to honor you for that. I just want to honor you for saying yes to the voice that lead you to, give Coach Presca a call, okay, a message, okay, and let her know that we exist. And you've done your great share. I know your heart. I could still remember our conversations when you get certified. I know that you want to invite a lot of people. You said you know a lot of trainers, you know a lot of community workers, a lot of game changers, okay, who will benefit from the institute, who will benefit from what we're doing. And I still look forward, Coach Cora, to many more Coach Presca. I just want to honor you tonight. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for joining us. I know that you're busy. I know life have given you so much after your retirement. After, sometimes ganun siya, Coach Presca. Right
Oo.
after we transition to a kind of life, we find ourselves busier than ever because God continued to give us something to be fruitful, something to nurture, something to be more productive. And so if you are watching here right now, you are a change agent like us, you are a fellow coach like us, whether you are certified by other institute, you are certified by our institute. Life Coach Philippines is here to be partnering with you along the process, along the journey. Life coach certification, you getting the certificate, you getting the credential is just the beginning of the
Yes.
journey. I would always say this to people, I would always say this to my students, that read the stories of great men and women that is before us. No one ever made it alone.
Mhm.
Isolation is always your biggest enemy towards success. Whatever is success to you, however you want to define success, isolation will always be your greatest enemy, because we all have blind spots, I included. There
Yes.
are areas of our lives that needs fine tuning, needs some fine, you know, uh, recalibration. Okay, sometimes we have already recalibrated, but we need to do some more fine recalibration, and we can't do it alone. We need
Yes.
other people. That's why biblically it say your brother is someone who watch your back. In Life Coach Philippines, in our global community for coaches, certified coaches by the Institute, we are not just a tribe, we are a family. And this coming December, as we launch our mental health certification program, we ask you, we invite you to come and join and partake of the banquet. Partake of this really one of the biggest by far, that Master Coach Lakendra was able to really won the battle. Master Coach Lakendra, our CEO, our founder of the Institute, just in case you don't know her, she is an ADHD person, patient since age 7. She built the Institute 10 years ago, and in her professional practice, she's been helping mental institutions in the United States hire their people, train their people. She's been here for quite some time, and she's been finding her way to advance mental health services, not only certification. And the globe is waiting. The world is waiting for us. So thank you so much for saying yes. Marky is here. Okay, Coach Marky is here. Okay, so uh, thank you so
Yes.
much. Yeah, your son is here. Okay, so Coach Presca, maraming salamat for sharing your heart. There are a lot of things that you have without reservation shared to us tonight. And I know that being part of the upcoming certification program for mental health, being part of APEC, being chair of that group on a better welfare of the seafarer will significantly advance our cause, our advocacy on mental health. And tonight is the beginning of that. Tonight is the not just the jump start, but really you will skyrocket after tonight because you are able to break through that silence. Not just privately, not just in our conversations, but really powerfully before everyone else. So thank you for your public declaration, Coach Presca. Thank you for
Thank
supporting
you.
the Institute. Thank you for being a product of life
Indeed,
coaching.
indeed, Master Coach. I think I would like to end with this quote that you know, owning our story and loving ourselves through the process is the bravest thing that we'll ever do. It's not a sign of weakness, but rather recognizing your weaknesses and asking help is something that you can say, I am the bravest person in the world. So with that, thank you
Amen.
so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much.
much. Your children are so proud of you. They're hopping in. Thank you so much. Beautiful children of Coach Presca Lugo. With that, we would like to end, okay, Coach Connect Who of the Hour, episode 19. And I'd like to thank every one of you for joining and sending your love to Coach Presca. Coach Presca, let's do our love bam boom. Okay, so love bam boom, love bam boom, love bam boom. Good night, everyone. I'll see you next week for another episode of Coach Connect. Good night. Have a great week ahead of you.
Thank you.